guys, this is Sarah and welcome to the Elemental Indigo YouTube Oracle card reading, and this one is for the week commencing the 10th of February. I'm going to be using daily guidance from the Angels Oracle cards today. So as we always do, I'll just give them a shuffle. We're 10 days into February now, and I don't know about you, but I have noticed since, well, basically the new moon in the Chinese New Year, right at the beginning of the month, the end of January, that things have sort of got going somewhat. I think December, January was a sort of introspective time, in the depths of the winter, usually is, but there seems to have been a real shift from the beginning of February of things sort of shifting into gear, new opportunities arising, doors opening that weren't open before, a bit more clarity about where you're going, things like that. So although it's what we've been hoping and praying for and what we want, it can sometimes be kind of overwhelming because it suddenly all just happens. There was no kind of like gradual introduction into it. It just kind of shot off. It's like one day nothing's happening, the next day woof, everything's happening. So just ride it out. If it does get a bit overwhelming for you, don't worry. There's kind of like peaks and troughs with energy like this, and it doesn't always last like that way forever. So if we can learn to navigate the different peaks and troughs of it, we should be okay. So I will do a card for Monday and Tuesday, and we want one for Wednesday and Thursday, and then we want one for Friday, Saturday and Sunday. Oops, squeaky cards. Okay, so Monday, Tuesday is ask. Oops, there we go. And the prayer on the bottom of this card says, ask us to help you in this situation and we will immediately go to work on your behalf. We're governed by many universal laws, and among them is the free will that allows you to make your own choices and decisions, so we patiently await your request. Now, I've used this deck a couple of times over the last few weeks. Actually, I think sort of towards the end of January, really, just before everything started moving and things started happening. And surprise, surprise, this card kept coming up. So I did exactly as it said, and I sat there and I asked, and I tried to make it as polite as I could, but I was quite frustrated at the time. So I did try my best, angels. Okay. I was polite, I was. But yeah, it kept coming up, so it's coming up again here. Again, just to remind everybody that we need to ask. So if things aren't flowing for you right now as you'd like them to, or you feel maybe, sometimes we feel like there's something just around the corner and like this opportunity or this situation is so close, but you just can't get that last little tiny bit, which in the grand scheme of the journey you've been on kind of seems insignificantly tiny, but there's always that last little bit, and it's like just around out of reach, and you get really frustrated because you just don't know how to get there. What else can you do? You keep trying things, and still it's just out of reach, and that's when you get frustrated, like I did at the end of the month. I was like, what else can I do now? Literally, I'm trying everything I can try. I'm trying to be receptive. I'm trying to balance my vibration. What else, action step-wise, do I need to do? Because as humans, we always feel, we've got to do something action steppy to get there. So they're saying, just ask. That's all you have to do. Don't overcomplicate the issue. Don't overthink it. Don't spend hours coming up with a 120-point plan of how you're going to get there and burn yourself out until you've done every point. Just ask. Ask for help. just ask heaven for help, ask your guardian angel for help, whoever you feel drawn to in particular, or just ask generically heaven for help. And once you've asked, that kind of will open the floodgates when you've got that sort of allowing vibration. You know, you've asked them, so they can help you then. They can't help without you asking. So, as well, at the beginning of this week, if you have any kind of issues on a more physical plane with people, or you're feeling kind of, you know, maybe you have got all these opportunities coming through now, and you're thinking, whoa, there's too much going on here, just ask for help if you need it. From people or angels or whoever, really. Oh, look at this. New partner. That's Wednesday, Thursday. New partner. It says, a chance meeting is no mistake. It is divinely orchestrated as a catalyst to set the wheels in motion for the fruition of your prayers. Pay careful attention to new people we send into your life. You will recognise them by your sense of familiarity, comfort and safety. So, there you go. If you are looking for a new partner in your life, then midweek seems to be a good time. So especially, if these two cards together, if you're asking for help in the love area, then get asking Monday, Tuesday, and by Wednesday or Thursday, things are materialising quickly at the moment. You might find an opportunity to meet the person that you're after meeting. Now, if you're already happy on the love front, it doesn't have to necessarily mean a new romantic partner. It could mean a new business partner or a new friend, or a new mentor. And again, linking in with this card asking for help at the beginning of the week, this card can come up as a sort of sign to allow other people to help you. So bring somebody in as a new partner to help you with whatever you need help with, rather than doing it alone. So that seems to be quite a strong theme with both of these cards coming up together this week, that we might be looking for some extra assistance this week and everything. Let's see what the last card is. Okay, so the last card is there's nothing to worry about. And the prayer on the bottom of the card says you are safe and the situation is under the perfect control of divine providence and universal order. Only infuse loving thoughts and emotions into the situation to ensure that the highest possible outcome flows effortlessly to and through you. So maybe this week another possibility is that with all these new opportunities popping up and all these doors flinging open, and the kind of overwhelm that can bring, you might feel that you have to get everything done at once. If you've got like a to-do list like I have, it might be like chock full and you feel like, how am I going to get all this done? Well, firstly, they're saying ask for help, and you know, if somebody appears in your life who seems to be able to help you with all the stuff that you need help with, then allow that to happen. But at the same time, they're saying there's nothing to worry about. Don't think that you have to get everything done today or this week or this month or even necessarily this year, because they're reminding you that everything generally is governed by universal laws and universal order. So everything will always happen at the time it's meant to. So if you think, I should have done this week and I haven't, therefore I've missed this particular opportunity, you haven't. It was meant to happen like that. You weren't meant to do it at that point. So you might find that you have opportunity to pursue that in the future, or you might find that as you go through life you realise it was actually something you didn't want to do, or something that really didn't matter whether you did it or not anyway. There's always different reasons for why things work out or don't work out. So they're just reminding you of that. So no worrying about things this week. If we're getting a bit overwhelmed or there's lots going on, don't worry. remember, this when good opportunities come up and things are happening, this is what we wanted anyway. But we don't have to worry about grabbing hold of all of them. They're just presenting. I think there's like a lot of different opportunities coming up at the moment. So we're sort of presented with things where we can then use our own discretion to sort of choose where we want to go, what opportunities we want to take, everything we've learned so far about following our purpose and our path, and sort of what choices we want to make are coming up, and the fact that we can ask for help this week as well. So it's not necessarily got to be heading in one specific direction at the moment. I think we've got a few options available to us, and at the end of the day, it's our choice. So I will see you for the Oracle card reading next week, and have a great week.